drivers here. It's the wave lap, as we'll be racing next time around with their 20 lap feature event here on opening night here at the Fulton Speedway. Kiefer and Mars in the front row. Barron and Cunningham, row number 2. Petrovich and Hunt, row number 3. Looking for the green flag out of row 4. First feature of the 2026 racing season here at the High Banks is underway, and it's the stock cars. Green flag is out. First time into turns 1 and 2, it's going to be Russ Marsden in the 22T with the advantage. Casey Cunningham in the 14C. Going to take control of the number 2 spot down the back straightaway. The 13 of Adam Hunt trying to get around the OV1 of Andy Kiefer. Still a little greasy out there as Petrovich settles down into the number 5 spot. It's Galvin and Barron doing battle for a 6 behind them, as Cat Caution going to come out here with one complete, as the 49 of Mark Kings, as the 97, of Mark Alnut around in corner number 4. Field rolls down the back straightaway. Going to look for the green flag in the comfort restart window. Ricky Breed's pointing at it right now. They're getting closer, and the green flag comes out. We're back racing with the stock cars. Marsden again good on the start. He takes control down the back straightaway. Battle on for the number 2 spot between Cunningham, Hunt, and Petrovich, trying to stick his nose in there in the 17. Kiefer and now Galvin doing battle for the number 5 spot. Off of corner number 4, it's still going to be Marsden, your race leader. Put Hunt up to the number 2 spot in the 13, as Adam Hunt looking to get his 2026 campaign off to a solid start. Here comes Petrovich now, digging to the bottom to the inside of Cunningham. He's going to get by this time in corner, going into corners number 2 or 3. Can he hold it though? He slips up, he goes broadside, he gets tagged. Contact out there with Petrovich between several cars, Cunningham being one of them, Galvin being another, but everybody's going to stay clean and green, at least for the time being, as Petrovich went sideways to the field. Now he's in trouble slowing down the back straightaway. Everyone's scrambling to get on by, and that's going to bring out the Cat Caution here. It's Galvin taking some. Marsden and now going to have Adam Hunt to his outside this time on the restart. Green flag is out. Marsden on the bottom takes off again. This car's taking off good on the restarts, as Brandon Barron going to look to the outside, going to look to take the 3rd spot away from Casey Cunningham. He's going to have it. Barron had a really strong heat race in that 28B. The Ontario, New York driver now up to the number 3 spot as they do battle behind him, Galvin. And here comes Cunningham battling back to the bottom of Brandon Barron in corners 3 and 4. But 3rd place at the line will go to the 28 of Brandon Barron. So Barron and Cunningham doing battle for the number 3 spot. Galvin and Kiefer right there. Doucette and Kingsbury there as well. As Galvin slips up a little bit down the back straightaway, gives the number 5 spot over to Kiefer, as Barron now drifts up just a little bit out of the groove, and that's going to give the advantage to the 14C of Cunningham. Kiefer right there in the OV1 as they battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th off of quarter number 2 and down the back straightaway. Doucette now staking his claim to the number 6 spot, as Brandon Barron looking for something up top, but he's just pushing a little too much up there, as now Doucette leaves the racing surface to the inside, gets a uke tire. We'll see if he can wrestle it back onto the front straightaway. He can, but he lost a ton of time and a ton of spots, as Galvin now takes over the number 6 spot as they battle behind him, Keaton Doyle and the 49 of Mark Kingsbury, as the 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th continues to rage here with 7 laps complete between Cunningham, Kiefer, and the 28 of Barron. It's Barron trying to get that high line to come in. It's good off of 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He's just kind of sliding around looking for some grip as he leads Kiefer for the number 4 spot down into turns 3 and 4. If he can manage to find a way to maintain through 3 and 4, he can make up a lot of time in 1 and 2, because he's found a fast line through the top side of 1 and 2, as Cat Caution coming out again here on lap 8, the 44 of Braden Howard around in corner number. Kingsbury to the outside of row number 2. Brandon as we look for the green flag off of corner number 4. Marsden and Hunt row number 1. Green flag is back out. Marsden has it tucked on the inside. You know that's where Hunt always likes to run. Hunt going to dive to the inside this time. Cunningham taking over the number 3 spot with Kingsbury running 4th and Brandon Barron running 5th. Barron going to go to the inside in turn 3 and 4 this time. See if he hooks up any better down there. As Hunt now not letting Marsden get away. It's less than a car length. He's right on the back bumper now. Down the back straightaway. So Adam Hunt, maybe he does have something for the 22T of Russ Marsden as they head through turns 3 and 4, both running the bottom line now as the cross flags up. 10 down, 10 to go here for the stock cars as your top 2 running nose to tail on the bottom side of the speedway. Marsden might have cracked the door just a little bit, but that's all Hunt needs to see to try to get down into turns 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there, but the door closed this time as Hunt still works behind Marsden, just a car length and a half back as he looks to regroup. Try again as the door opened just ever so slightly a couple laps ago off of corner number 2. Hunt couldn't quite get there now as Marsden now starting to put just a little bit of distance between him and the 13 of Hunt. 14C of Cunningham still running in that number 3 spot, but the 49 of Kingsbury is finding something there in that second groove about halfway up the speedway. He's maintaining pace and he wants to draw in and do battle with Cunningham for that number 3 spot. You see him up on the top side now as cat caution coming out for the 97 of Alnut. Was off the pace and on the bottom in corner. And Kingsbury will have the spot down the back straightaway. So Mark Kingsbury with a strong run here to open the 2026 racing season as the handful of fingers from Ricky Breed showing 5 laps to go as Hunt is all over the back end of the 22T of Marsden. Marsden cracks the door again off of corner number 2. He just can't seem to hold the very, very bottom off of corner number 2, and Hunt doing everything he can to try to take advantage here in the closing lap. Slides out a little bit there that allows Marsden to get about 2 car lengths of breathing room between him and Hunt, but this is where Hunt is better. It's in turns 1 and 2, closes it down to about a car length and a half. Kingsbury taking over the number 3 spot. Cunningham trying to battle back. Keaton Doyle all alone in the number 5 spot right now as the laps wind down. 17 complete, 3 to go for Russ Marsden. Casey Cunningham trying to battle back against the 49 of Mark Kingsbury. Both looking to have solid top 5 runs here to open the season. Kingsbury to the top side off of corner number 2. It's been a strong place for him. Here comes Cunningham back to the bottom in 3 and 4. Seeing who can take the advantage for that number 2 spot. See who can grab enough grip. And it's going to be Kingsbury off the top side with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Russ Marsden back up front. He's got about a 4, 5, make it 6 car length lead now over the 13 of Adam Hunt. As Marsden is increasing his lead over Hunt in the late stages of this one. White flag out one more time around. Russ Marsden looking to take the first feature event at the Fulton Speedway in the 2026 racing season. Sets it up down the back straightaway for the final time. He's got a little bit of lap traffic in front of him with the 14 of Ron Hawker. Doesn't look like it's going to play a big part. Hunt not close enough anyway. Checkered flag coming out. First feature of the year goes to the 22T of Russ Marsden. Adam Hunt finishes in the number 2 spot. Then it's the 49 of Mark Kingsbury 3rd. 4th, the 14C of Casey Cunningham 5th. The 222 of Keaton Doyle. Then it's the 28 of Barron. The Z4 of Dosette. The 88X of Thomas, and the scorers can handle it from there. Russ Marsden in the 22T, taking down the first Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks stock car event of the 2026 racing season. We're going to do double victory lanes. And on his outside, the 11C of Matt Caprera. Row number